Well, good afternoon, and it's New Year's Eve. It's been an interesting month. Literally, it was about a month ago I launched this channel. I was very nervous about doing that, and I promised that if I did, I was going to expose and be very vulnerable and transparent about my OCD, my twitches, my mental health issues, which are, as I've probably explained, diagnosed with OCD, high function ASPERGER'S, which is now called high function AUTISM. I was borderline with Tourettes and a few other things. And the response I've had from you guys has been really positive and surprised me how accepting you were of the things that I told you, which are very personal. Some of the things I shared, like about the damaging my teeth through crunching my mouth and my other embarrassing habits and issues, were things I'd never really shared with anybody. So it's encouraged me to go on and to share more and also to do more things to try to overcome. I'm motivated to do these videos because I've had response from people who are struggling the same as me, and we're all in the same boat, it seems. We all want to learn how to swim out of it, so to speak. Strange analogy, but you know, sometimes I've just got to do the best of what my brain comes up with. We're quite honoured today because we've got Lily. Now Lily is the mother of the three-legged Gordon, who's a lovely little fat one with a leg missing, who's always cleaning himself. Lily is actually half his size. She's people ask about the cat sometimes. There's a video of that I may even put online, to be honest, so that people can watch if they like cats, but I don't want to really go off the subject, which is mental health. Over the last month, I've learnt so much from comments that you've given me. I didn't even know that there was such a thing called ROCD, which is relationship OCD. That's completely new to me. So that gives me some hope that maybe I can start to tackle those things, and I don't need to feel like such a failure because I self-sabotage all my relationships. I just need to realise that actually there is ROCD. It's not an excuse. It's not a reason for me to call myself a victim and be woe is me, but it does mean that there's a possibility of overcoming and reducing the symptoms of that. So not only can we who have OCD and various other things function better in a normal everyday life, we might be able to enjoy relationships without the same fear of that bully punishing us and ruining them for us. Because when you've got your intrusive thoughts, your OCD, your tics, your various things, they really spoil everything beautiful about your life. If there's something nice going to happen, you can guarantee that the pressure of that happening will set off loads of mental health alarms, and all your tics and your habits and your twitches and your stupid things will start to happen. I think Christmas Eve, it was a nightmare because my mind started going, oh, that person doesn't like you anymore, that person hasn't talked to you, this person, that. So I was phoning up people and making sure everything's okay, because you've got to go into Christmas and it's all got to be perfect. Because it's that day which is an impressionable day where you're going to remember it every Christmas you remember. And if you have a disastrous Christmas because you're struggling with OCD and other tics and problems, really painful. And I have had days where, a birthday for example, where I think somebody said something that upset me and I couldn't put it right just before my birthday. And I went through my whole birthday feeling down and miserable, and I wasn't able to enjoy it because some irrational thought was coming into my head. And then when I was finally able to contact them and sort it out, it was nothing, but it had spoilt the day. And it sounds absolutely crazy. I did feel pathetic because I'd let something that wasn't real come into that day and spoil it. And I had to act and pretend that day was good, so everyone thought I was enjoying it, and I wasn't, because I had a compulsion that I wasn't able to resolve. I am trying to overcome my obsessions, and I'm sure that all of you try daily and quite often feel like you fail, as I always do. Doing these videos has excited me to think that there's hope in doing a good diet, in doing a bit of exercise, which I've not done any of those things quite right just yet. But New Year's tomorrow, so there's a get out clause there. But I'm hoping that those things are going to yield some positive mental health rewards. A couple of days ago, did reduce my medicine. I'm on 60 milligrams of fluoxetine, which is for OCD. So I thought, I'll reduce my medication from 60 to 40, because doctors will, quite often when I've done it in the past, they'll say to me, well, go from 60 to 40 and see how it goes. And the first day I was excited. I thought, this is brilliant, you know, really great. I'm coming down off my medicine. And Man alive, the end of the first day, I was on the phone, complexes, you know, on the phone to people, you know, that I'm close to, family and stuff like that, and asking them questions that quite rightly they'll say, you don't have to ask those questions, you know the answers to those questions. But I do have to ask those questions, and when I'm off my meds, it sounds so, something like out of a film, and there's a psychopath running around. I kind of like was struggling, and yesterday it was really bad. Last night I was really struggling, and sending message, deleting them, sending message, it's really silly things. And that's when I realised that today I have to go back up to 60 milligrams again. I think I was trying to run before I can walk. A note to everybody is, let's do things slowly, because I think if you give up every single bad food, and you start only drinking good things, and you start walking 30 minutes a day, start trying to do all these exposure response things and tackle all of the problems in one big go, two things are going to happen. Now I've got to think of two things. Well, one, quite simply, is you're going to put yourself off because it's like too much of a change too quickly. The other thing is that it's going to make you feel like a failure because you're generally not going to keep it up. It's a bit like saying, I'm going to go to the gym for 2 hours a day, I'm going to only eat this, that and the other. Well, I'm guaranteed by the third day, you're going to be sick and tired of the gym. You're going to be repulsed by it because it's just too much too soon. So let's take baby steps. Let's just really get into it slowly. A little bit of walking each day. People keep now asking me, oh, how's the walking going? I say, well, I walked from my car to Morrison's. I said, oh, that's good. Where did you park? I said, well, in Morrison's car park. But it was at the end of the car park, so that was a 57.5-second walk. Now I'm being silly, but I am also being quite honest about my walking because I had to go shopping. I have actually got to practice what I preach, and I will be honest with you and tell you how well I'm getting on with these things. And I feel like I've got a little bit of a personal relationship with some of you guys. And anybody watching this, I would like to make this an endearing relationship that we've got between us. I've just made the choice to open up and tell you things that I find embarrassing and be really raw and honest. And so far I've seen some interesting videos of people who are struggling with Tourette's before they started to reduce their diet. That was an emotional video to watch and to realise how far that person's come, and also to excite me into thinking that I might be able to improve my situation through simple things like diet. Because this video today, it's me just saying Happy New Year to the few people who've decided to subscribe and follow my channel and send me positive things. So what I was saying was I see this as a relationship between me and you, whoever that you might be. Some of you I know and I've got to know. We're not alone. Yes, we are. We're not alone, are we? You've got me and I've got you. And I'm willing to listen and I want to help you. So thank you very much for everything you've been doing, subscribing and encouraging me. And I've had a lot of encouragement and I'm so grateful for that. It really is good. For me, I've decided to dedicate 4 hours a day to doing this channel. It includes researching, editing and doing all the bits and pieces I'm doing. I've set aside that in my schedule of my day and I will fit that in and continue to fit that in for the next year, and I will not quit at that. It's just a big thank you to you for the support, and I wish you all the best. You, your families, your loved ones, your friends. God bless you all and thank you for the support. Have a good New Year and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.